So tell us about this year's walk.
Okay, this year's walk's been organised to raise awareness for a condition called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's a muscle wasting condition affecting mainly boys. It will take, unfortunately, the ability for them to walk, and it's very cruel, and unfortunately, if a cure is not found, it'll take their lives. So the walk was designed pretty much to raise awareness, raise funds, so we can fund human clinical trials, fund clinical care, and hopefully fund nurses to help with the quality of life for our kids today.
And where will you be walking this year?
Okay, we're walking around the Mornington Peninsula in Melbourne. I was told it's beautiful around there, so it should be good. It's a 300-kilometre walk, and we want every step we take is for those kids who can no longer walk. So that's why it's important that there's a lot of meaning behind this walk. So that 300 k's, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of time to appreciate and think what we have in life and what it is we take for granted. This walk does have a lot of meaning, and 300 kilometres, 11 days later, hopefully the walk is not only resonates with every individual walking, but also with the public and why the walk's being done.
I know in 2015 your walk was to Canberra and you met with Tony Abbott, so what do you hope to do while you're in Melbourne this year for the walk?
Well, in Melbourne we want to let the families know that Save Our Sons has now become a peak body, and we are national, and we do want to reach out to everybody in Melbourne. There are a lot of families in Melbourne that have it and alike. So when we walked over to Canberra to meet Tony Abbott, it was pretty much to say, look, there's nothing we really want from you right now. We just want to introduce you to Save Our Sons. We are a charity for a condition called Duchenne, and we are funding trials here and across the globe. And hopefully our push is to try and bring trials home to Australia. So the aim was, we may be knocking on your door to assist us in the future, maybe match us dollar for dollar. That was the purpose of Tony Abbott. Melbourne, like I said, we want to reach out to the community. It's the second biggest city in the country. A lot of boys are also in Melbourne and families affected. And the plan for Save Our Sons is, following Melbourne, is to reach on and go beyond to as many states as we can around the country.
And how much money do you hope to raise from the walk?
We're hoping to raise $1.2 million. Like I said, we want to put that money towards services and equipment, quality of life. We're hoping to put a nurse in every hospital around the country, Children's Hospital. We've already put 2 in the Murdoch Institute and at the Children's Hospital Westmead. We'd like to put 3 nurses this year extra in South Australia, Western Australia and Queensland. And we also want to fund a clinical trial which we believe is leading the way in the scientific world and could potentially hold the breakthrough in saving our kids' lives.
And who will be coming on the walk with you guys this year?
Okay, there are a number of, obviously there's some friends of the organisation, sponsors. We've got our national partners and owners of Chemist Warehouse walking with us as well. And there are a number of parents who also will be pushing their kids also, along with me and my son. So it's a broad range of people, and we're looking forward to it, and hopefully we can reach out to the community and they can look in and see, look, you know what, we're parents, we're families, we have children. We too would like to, or at least they can understand, hopefully, and resonate with not the condition itself, but with the people that are walking from all walks of life in different, different areas or sides of the spectrum, and hopefully it'll hit home and it'll make a difference.
And what does Emilio think of the walk?
Emilio at first had reservations because kids like Emilio as well, unfortunately, are the biggest judge on themselves. They feel like because they can't do anything or keep up like everybody else, they feel like, so they judge themselves, so they're thinking the world's judging them. But after the first 2 goes at it, he's actually opening him up to a new world. It's bringing him out of his shell. He's excited, he's happy, he's still nervous, but what he does understand is that he's making a difference, and so are these kids. By joining the walk, they're representing all the kids around the world, and that they understand, I think it's important. So he's happy.
And how much closer are we to finding a cure to Duchenne muscular dystrophy because of Save Our Sons?
Well, we play a small role in the grand scheme of things. Save Our Sons. There's been many that have come before us and have paved the way. There's a lot of organisations globally that have done an amazing job. What Save Our Sons has been doing is pretty much making a lot of noise, assisting with funding these other organisations globally, assisting with funding trials, because some trials can cost up to $5 million, and there's a few stages. So we fund in early stages, middle stages, and one of the things we do play a massive role internationally. And one of the things we are aiming to do is not only just fund the science, because we work in collaboration with the international world, our doctors and scientists, etc., but we keep asking for the trials to come home to Australia. And that's one of the aims we are doing what we do, and we are funding trials, obviously, is to find that cure, but most importantly is to, in the process, that cure can be anywhere between 5 to 10 years away, hopefully sooner than later. But if you were to ask me, and I'm no doctor, but from seeing what's happening in the real world, science has come a long way. And with speaking to the professionals, look, I was told realistically we could be looking at least 10 years, but that's not saying in the process that something won't happen. So the plan is that trials are happening, we get our kids on these trials, and if they're working, then we're on track. So that's the grand plan. I'd like to say sooner, but if I think with science the way it's going, 10 years I think is the right, or close to the right number, realistically, of potentially having some sort of a breakthrough, if not earlier. But
And is there anything else you wanted to say today?
I just want to say to everyone, we can't do it without your help. I do this because I have to. It's my son, and the parents do it because they have to. But the support of the public and the community is vital, and without the people, there is no charity. We are only as strong as the people around us. So please, if you have, you relate to this story one way or another, whether you have kids, you're an aunt, an uncle, or you've had adversity in your life. If you can make a difference and help us make a difference, every little bit counts. People can go to our website, saveoursons.org.au, and they can help and make a donation, or they can walk into any Chemist Warehouse, our national partners, and you'll find little donation tins. If they can donate, then God bless you. That whole money's going away, as I said, to services, equipment, quality of life, and obviously research.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.